Yes, that's a possibility, but we really lose our flexibility to respond to emergencies and unforeseen circumstances. Kasi po, sa ilalim ng NDRRMF, meron pong nandun. Merong roughly 30 billion pesos, tama ba, na nasa calamity fund. Pero yung calamity fund kasi, dadaan yan sa OCD. Tapos may specific uses lang na pwedeng lagyan ng calamity fund. So yun lang po. We lose our flexibility. So ang take ko po doon, I am very much open to reducing unprogrammed appropriations, pero sana po we retain the purposes that are really needed.
So having said that, mga magkano po yung nakikita natin na possible na ma-retain from the 243 currently?
So out of the 243, very, very, very ballpark lang po. And it's a little bit difficult to commit at the moment because I think we need to have that ongoing conversation with the Senate. But definitely we have to retain the 133 billion under FAPS as showed earlier. Nandiyan po yung 133 billion. Kung hindi man yung kabuuan, parang hirap mag-commit on the values po because we need to take a look at that. We need to retain some for AFP modernization. Kung hindi man po yung buong 50 billion, pwede po tayong magtira doon. Kailangan po kasi talaga ng armed forces natin ng kadagdagang tulong para po sa mga kagamitan. Budgetary support to GOCCs, even if it's not that whole amount, we need to put some on standby. Ano pa ba yung pwede nating i-reduce? Marawi Siege Victims Compensation Program, sana matira po natin yan kasi that's been a long-standing program at ang tagal na po yan, hindi po natatapos yung pagbibigay po natin ng tulong ng compensation sa lahat po ng mga biktima ng Marawi Siege. And sana po yung insurance premium. Kung hindi man sila komportable sa buong 2 billion, kailangan po sana nating magtira just for unforeseen circumstances. So, sorry po for not being able to provide the specific number, but those are the items that we can explore po.
Okay. Your comment dito sa sinabi ni Representative Tino na mayroon daw pong backdoor para mapondohan pa rin yung locally funded infrastructure project. Sabi niya mayroon daw 4.9 billion na natira sa capital outlay at mayroon daw pong provision sa unprogrammed appropriations na nagpapahintulot sa DBM na dagdagan ito ng kahit magkano mula sa iba pang mga pondo sa unprogrammed appropriations. He sought to get that provision removed daw po pero hindi na aprobahan.
Meron kasing dun po may dalawang I remember the special provision that Representative Tino was referring to. The DBM is authorized to one, approve specific disbursements, and second po to be able to reallocate. Kung ang takot po ng ating distinguished colleague would be may backdoor method for funding locally funded infrastructure projects, more specifically flood control projects. Wala na po dito. If you would see the purposes that we've allowed, wala na pong pwedeng pasukan ng flood control eh. Sandali lang po. Ayan. Wala na pong pwedeng pasukan ng flood control projects dito. So most definitely not locally funded. So even though DBM has the power to reallocate, if you would look at the safeguards that we've put in, wala na po dito na pwedeng pasukan ng locally funded flood control projects. Even roads, even bridges, hindi na po pwede. The only infrastructure projects allowed here would be especially under DPWH and DOTR, would be those pertaining to foreign assisted projects. So yun po din yung binanggit ko sa ating kasamahan nung plenary deliberations that we have put in the safeguards to make sure hindi po maaabuso at wala pong backdoor way na mapasukan po ito na locally funded projects.
Okay, Senate Finance Committee Chair Gatchalian is saying gusto niya limited yung discussion ng BICAM to the disagreeing provisions lang of the House and Senate versions of the GAB. Unlike before, parang yung AKAP sa BICAM ba yun na ilagay? Hindi raw magkakaroon ng reincarnation nitong AKAP. Your comment?
In terms of sagutin ko po muna yung sa AKAP, definitely wala pong maging reincarnation yung AKAP. That's an assurance that we can give on the part of the House. Yung pangalawa po, in terms of what do you call this, the discussion, yun naman po, napag-usapan po namin yan ni Senator Gatchalian. We've had a meeting before just to align on what the priorities are, the transparency measures are, and the reforms are on the part of the House and the Senate. And yes, that is the goal, na yung disagreeing provisions po ng House at ng Senado, yung ating tatalakayin sa BICAM. Ayaw po natin, at alam ko yun din po yung gustong iwasan ng ating mga kasamahan sa Senado, ayaw po natin na magkaroon ng isang buong panibagong body na para bang gumawa ka ng pangatlong level na naayos na sa House, naayos na naamyendahan na sa Senado, tapos biglang may bago kang body na babaguhin mo lahat. Yun din po yung gusto nating iwasan sa parte ng Kamara. So definitely, we will focus on the disagreeing provisions between the House version and the Senate version of the General Appropriations Bill.
Thank
On
you
that
po.
note, we end the press con today. Maraming salamat, Kong Bika Swansing. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat.
Thank you very much po. I would like to thank our friends in the media. Thank you so much for all the hard work that you have put in all throughout the budget deliberations. Lahat po ng puyat, kasama po namin kayo. Maraming salamat po for giving us the platform to share important information to the Filipino people. And ang assurance po na maibibigay po natin sa ating mga kababayan, yung budget po natin para sa taong 2026, sisiguraduhin po natin na tunay na tumutugon sa mga pangangailangan ng ating mga kababayan at ng ating bansa. Malinis po ito, transparent po ito, at higit sa lahat, ang ating pong budget para sa taong 2026 ay budget na mapagkakatiwalaan ng ating mga kababayan. Maraming salamat po. Thank you. Thank you.